You know why women was never meant to be leaders? Is because they don't have the chops to make the decisions that's in the best interest of the people that surround them. They go based off of how they feel because they think that love is a feel. It's a feeling. It's not a feeling. They don't know that love is self-sacrifice. That's why men go out here and they kill themselves every single day in order to build this society that you stand on the shoulders of giants and you don't even acknowledge them because you keep calling yourself great. You don't even know what greatness look like. You ain't never made a sacrifice in your life. Oh, but I had a child. That ain't a sacrifice. You did that for your own selfish reasons. You did it for you. You didn't even do it for the child. The child is not even there for its own best interest. You're not even doing the thing that's in the child's best interest. That's why they running around and they robbing people and they looting stores in Philadelphia. And they tearing up what's going on in Seattle and they becoming rappers and they keep trying to be basketball players. And if you really loved your child, then you would have his father in his life. When we going to get ourselves together? When we going to stop having these stupid conversations with people that make you feel good, and then you're going to put yourself in an uncomfortable conversation or uncomfortable situation that then forces you to do the thing that's in your own best interest? I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing you lose. I'm not tired of having a conversation because for me, I'm not doing it for the majority. I'm doing it for the minority. I'm doing it for that one person, that one woman that may hear this and say, you know what? I need to get my life together because I got to do it. Even if I don't do it for myself, I got to do it what's in the best interest of my daughter. Let me pick up the phone and call this man because there's no reason in the world why I should be preventing my daughter from having a father in her life that can then show her how it is that she needs to move in society and then understand what provision and protection is because it's a proactive movement. It's not necessarily something that you have to react to. Provision and protection is not somebody that's going to run up on you. Provision and protection is not putting yourself in a situation in the first place. You don't have to turn a man down and vet him. If she had a father in her life, she would never even put herself in a position to be vetted or to be approached by a certain type of guy in the first place. She don't dress like that. She don't walk like that. She don't put herself in those environments. She not at brunch with y'all looking like a bunch of hoes and a bunch of strippers saying, hey, in the daytime and it's only 1 p.m. Her father would have prevented her from being in that situation in the first place because he would have gave her the game. That's what provision and protection is. It's a proactive measure. It's not the thing that you do when something happens to you. It's the thing that you do to prevent yourself from being in that situation in the first place. Why would you put on your daughter and your son the thing that you didn't like? Why do you keep subjecting them to the same thing that you hated when you was growing up? I know you've been through something. I'm gonna throw you a bone. I got sympathy for you. I got sympathy for your situation. I feel for you. I want the best for you. But it's too late for you. It's too late. You an old dog, and you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You don't know what it's like to look at a man and love him with everything that you got because you thought that love was the definition of the thing that was between your legs. You thought that you can reel him in by opening up your legs to him and didn't even know that the minute that he had post-nut clarity, he never loved you. He was trying to figure out how to get rid of you. And so you keep searching for it. And you keep telling us that body count don't matter, but yet you continues to rack up more bodies and more bodies and more bodies. You got more bodies than the Chicago morgue. And you sitting here and having a conversation with me about love? Just last night, you was with a nigga that never loved you. How you gonna sit here and have a conversation with me about love? You don't know what love is. You ain't never seen love. You ain't never seen love. I feel for you. I feel for you. Your mother didn't love you. She hated your father. How can she hate your father and love you? How can she love you when she hate the very person that made you? How can she hate the seed by which you came out of, but then say that she loved you? She don't love you. She didn't know what love was. She didn't know how to love. She was unloved. Most of these women that's having the majority of the kids are unloved. They're throwaways. The women themselves, the mothers themselves. I feel for you because you a throwaway. Your lineage is broken. You a mutt. Nobody loved you. Your grandma didn't have no love for you. Your mama looked at you as a check because they told her the more kids that she had, the more EBT she could get so she could finesse it and sell that. Listen, how can she love you when she sold the EBT in order to then go and do something that she wanted to do on spring break? What is that? Is that love or is that? See, love is not the thing that they say to you. Love is what it is that they do on the behalf of you and sacrifice themselves as a result of it. That's not love. Love isn't the fact that she said that she loved you. Love isn't the fact that you live in her house. She live in her house. She bought that house for her. She didn't buy that for you. Love ain't the fact that she then walking away from the very man that can give you what you need in order to be successful. He shouldn't have to fight to do the thing that's in your best interest. That's not love. How is that love? Huh? You don't know what love is? Keep talking to me about what love is. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it means to sacrifice for somebody and be greater than yourself. You did one little thing and now you expecting a whole bunch of Mother's Day gifts for the rest of your life. You had kids as an investment to try to take care of you. I'm so sick of looking at these posts of people that think that relationships are based off of the idea that you need somebody to take care of you when you get older. That's not love. That's a residual effect of pouring into somebody for their lifetime and them responding with something that's greater than themselves and putting themselves down in order to ensure that you are taken care of because they know that the best version of you is the best version of themselves. You don't know what love is. You never had a relationship or a marriage to where you can hold somebody down for the past 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You ain't never took care of nobody when they was sick. You took care of them so you wouldn't get in trouble. You ain't never did nothing for nobody that you ain't have to. You don't even stick around for 1 minute after your job is over to ensure that your teammates is taken care of. You would throw your teammates under the bus for a check. That ain't love, right? Because love is extended in every single thing that you do. You won't make the sacrifice. You will walk past somebody. You will throw him under the bus. You will give him a disease. You will do the thing that's not in the best interest of your children. You don't know what love is. All you know is sorrow and pain and hate. And to an extent, it's not your fault, but you can do better. You know why? Because the minute that you hear this, you can't then say that I don't know any better. And now you become responsible because when you know better, you're supposed to do better. Then you have to hold yourself accountable. The first way for you to understand what love is to first hold yourself accountable because that's self-love. Self-love is not you going to get a massage tomorrow. Self-love is not you going out here and going to Dubai. Self-love is not you taking a trip over to Miami. Self-love is not you going to have a spa day or a mani-pedi. That ain't self-love. Self-love is you holding yourself accountable because you know that it's somebody else depending on you and your decision is going to affect somebody else for the rest of their life. That's self-love. Talking to me about love is, you don't know what love is. You don't know what it means. Huh? You don't know nothing about it. You know how men love? You know why they say that men love differently from women? It's because in most instances, men understand what love is inherently because it's programmed in our DNA, and you didn't know that. That's why they took you out of our rib, right? That's why they did that. That's why men chastise. That's why we so hard, because we willing to sacrifice ourselves every day. When you cut these lights on in the daytime, when you got a roof, I seen a woman that was on social media and she said, that don't make you a good man just because you provide a household for me to live under. What about all of the other little small things and you paying attention? What? What the fuck you just say to me?